Okay, number 15. It says, on this graph, triangles COT and BED are shown. Choose the correct statements from the list of choices to complete the proof that triangle COT is congruent to triangle BED. Now, this proof looks hard because you have all these choices, but really the reasons pretty much tell you exactly what to put there. So if we look at the first reason, it says definition of distance between points on a vertical line and the definition of congruent segments. So right here, this vertical line is what stands out. Well, what are our vertical lines in our picture? CO and BE. And since BE, the distance between them is 4, and CO is also 4, then that would make these two segments congruent to each other. So if we look through our choices here, you'll see that F says that CO is equal to BE, which is equal to 4. And since they equal 4, then that means they're equal to each other. And so those are your vertical lines they're referring to, and then their segments are congruent. So we're going to put F right here. Okay. Then it says intersecting vertical and horizontal segments are perpendicular. Well, here's a vertical segment and here's a horizontal segment. So they must be perpendicular. That's BE and ED. And then here's a vertical and another horizontal. So that's CO and OT. So right here, these are my intersecting horizontal and vertical lines that form perpendicular, that are perpendicular to each other. So this would be D. And then it says definition of perpendicular segments. All right angles are congruent. Well, that's angle COT, this angle right here, and angle BED, that angle right there. And since they're perpendicular, those are right angles, and all right angles are congruent. So that's E. And the next one is very similar to the first one, except for it says horizontal lines. Well, what are our horizontal lines? Well, we have OT, which is the segment of in the COT triangle, the one side, and then you have ED, which is the segment in triangle BED. And if we go from O to T and we count, that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and from E to D is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So since they're both 6, that means their segments are congruent. So that would be G, because OT is equal to 6 and ED is equal to 6, so OT is congruent to ED. And then the last thing that we're trying to prove is this right here. So remember, the last statement in your proof is always what you're asked to prove, and so that's H.